Hey guys, Chris Lawyer here from Untitled Audio. In today's video we are going to talk about electronic dance music structures. Alright guys, welcome back, welcome to 2019, Happy New Year! The reason why I did not upload the video is because I changed my setup, my computer, and I had to reinstall everything, but now everything is done and I'm ready to publish videos. I will try to upload videos on a more regular basis, like in every week or every second week, so that's what you can count on, and the upload date will be Wednesdays all the time. In today's video we are going to talk about electronic dance music structure. I'm going to show you one of my tracks, what parts does it have, and what elements does the track have, and how they appear and disappear throughout the track. Right after that I'm going to show you some different tracks and we are going to take a look if they share anything in common, they have similarities. Alright, so let's jump into Ableton Live and let's start this tutorial. Alright, so we are going to take a look on my track Bass Down Low, and I already prepared what parts does it have. So it has two drop A and drop B, and has two breakdowns, and also have the DJ outro and DJ intro and outro sections. I prepared already the MIDI channels. These contains no information, no sound is coming out of them. I'm just going to demonstrate what's going on in the track. We are going to go through the whole track, and I put in the elements what we have right here. Yellow parts are going to be the groove and the drum elements. We have two red ones, which are the bass. These ones represents the vocals, the purple ones or pinky ones, and the whites are for the effects. So let's start the track. We are going to analyze the intro first, then we are going to go through the whole track. Here are the kicks. By the way, we are going to work in 8-bar loops. Also could hear a snare and a clap together. You can only use, sometimes there is only a snare or a clap in the track, but I made this track so I know that it contains a snare and a clap together. And also the bass line, the pad sound is going on here. A percussive element. From here comes in an uplifter. And this is how we start the track, so nothing really crazy going on, this just has a DJ to mix in the track seamlessly. Okay, let's go forward. I'm going to change the breakdown color to something different, so it's easier to separate from the drum parts. Okay, there's a crash cymbal here. And a short vox. We are going to name this You Can. This is a vocal phrase. And as we enter to the breakdown, already a riser is coming up. So it's, yeah, let's listen through the whole track, but it's probably going to last until the drop. Right at the end, the drum parts are skipping, but the drum fill is entering. So right here, and also from this part an uplifter comes in. So really simple, and we already arrived to the groove. The kick is going on for sure.
My bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more.
The vocal enters. So a crash cymbal, I think.
My bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more. All I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night, night.
Short white noise here.
You can take my bass down low, low. You can have.
The heads are coming in.
You can take my bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more. All I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night?
Okay, and there's a small variation for the snare lift. It's similar to the drum fill.
Carry it all night.
But only the rhythm is coming in them. So the sound is coming from the snare lift. And now we enter to the other part of the drop, which is just a little bit different, but it shares most of the elements with this one. So let's just copy it over and see what is the difference. The riser comes in, and also a percussion loop enters here. Let's just drop it in. Okay, sorry, we missed the bass here, but a sub bass enters here, and it's going through the drop.
My bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more.
And other kind of uplifter, I think, is coming in.
Have this trouble if you give me some more, more.
Let's duplicate this and name this uplifter 2. It comes in from here. Definitely until the breakdown. Let's check. The vocal comes back here.
My bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more. All I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night, night. You can take my bass down low, low. You can have this trouble if you give me some more, more. All I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night?
Alright, so that's what's going on. And here comes in another vocal part. It says underground. And now we enter to the second breakdown. Let's see what's going on here. By the way, this percussion loop I think was a little bit different from the first one, so let's just go this percussion loop version 2. Bassline pad comes back and the crowd cheering is going on. this element also comes back. It says you can. And the percussion loop is going on, but this is a different version again. So this is a version 3. It has less elements than it had here. The snare lift. The snare lift is building up here. So I'm just going to put in a snare lift, but this is, just keep in mind, this is a snare lift build up. So it introduces the snare build. Alright, so that's how the breakdown looks. Let's continue with the drop B. Most of the times, or often in electronic dance music, the drops are similar. So I'm just going to go and copy this and see if there's any changes. And regarding to that, we are going to adjust it.
You can take my bass down. You can take my bass down low, low. You can have this curve if you give me some more. No, all I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night, night, night? You can take my bass down low, low. You can have this curve if you give me some more. No, all I'm trying to do is bring you back to the hype. So can you bring this party on and carry it all night?
There's an uplifter here.
The hype. So can you bring this?
I wonder if it was here in the first one, but I missed it.
The hype. So can you bring this party on?
No, it wasn't there, so that's something that we added, the second drop, but there is no white noise. Let's go to the drop B, part 2. Right, so as you can see, the drop A and the drop B is really, yeah, it's kind of the same, just some minor adjustments were made to this one. And it's a bit shorter. So it's like half a minute shorter. And now we arrive to the DJ outro. I'm going to copy this over and see what's going on. In the DJ outro, we are going to remove some elements, so it's easier for the DJ to mix the next track in. So let's go. there's a walk sample, it says underground. It's another version of the percussion loop. I'm just going to call this version 4. Yep, this is version 4. It has less elements than version 1 and version 2, but more elements than version 3. So some elements were removed from this percussion loop. This way it's easier to mix. The crash cymbal and the walks part is here, and I'm going to add the riser. No, it's the uplifter. It's not a riser, it's an uplifter. The whole track is closing with a crash cymbal and this underground vocal drop. So that's how the full track looks like. So let's see what's going on. The kick is an element what's going through most of the tracks, and also the clap. And to make the drop part, so this hook part, more interesting, we introduce different elements like the hats or the percussion loop. This part seems to contain all the elements what's going throughout the track. So it has the percussion loop, also the hats, snare, clap, the kick, the sub bass, and the vocals. So basically, this is your track, and you just make the structure out of it. Of course, you add different elements to this one. So right here we have a riser, which we use at certain points of the track to introduce something. This is what you want to have, and you can create a track out of it. I prepared some tracks for you, and I want to show you this structure, what we talked about in bass.low. You can apply it to many tracks. So I have some tracks here by, one of them is Oman the House, and another one is Sublime by Visage Music, and the fourth one is Gregory Galahad. This 3 is similar to the style, but this chloroform, the last one, it's a techno track. So as you can see in the track with Omandi, it's pretty much the same, so not many differences. So the DJ outro is a bit shorter, the breakdowns are shorter. This is a more impulsive track. In this one, the things are going faster. And you can see that here, this one from Visage Music, it's called Sublime. By the way, I put the tracks link into the description. It has the same DJ intro as bass.low had, and pretty much the drop is the same length as in bass.low. The outro is a little bit shorter. I usually leave 1 minute at the end, but here is only 30 seconds. And here the drop is pretty much the same length. As here, I cannot play the tracks for copyright reasons, but here he has a part which introduces the breakdown. So it just lowers the energy and lets the listener know that breakdown is going to come. So you can relax. These two are pretty much the same, just some sections are longer or shorter. And here with Chloroform, it's a long track, almost 7 minutes. It has a long DJ intro and a long DJ outro. And also it has 3 drops and not 2, and there's no breakdown in the beginning. So from DJ intro you can go to a drop. It's good to know, huh? Right, so why does it have 3 drops and not 2? It's because it's a long track, it's a techno track, and he build-ups the whole thing throughout the track. And what's going on throughout the track, it's different. So it keeps the listener interested. That's why. And he has a short breakdown here, which comes back to a different kind of drop with a little bit of variation. And here's the main breakdown, which introduces the final drop that goes into an outro. Right, so what I want to say that you can use this structure to build a lot of tracks, and they all gonna sound different. Take a listen to the tracks what are in the description, and let me know what you think about this. Alright guys, I hope this video was useful and I hope you learned something. Keep in mind you can change the structure in order to tell the story what you want to tell. So this is not something that you have to follow every time, but this can be a good guideline how you want to make a track that is possible to play out in the clubs. Leave a like on this video if this was useful. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you want to see more, just subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Who's doing what?